Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. So current time of 9:22 a.m. on the Eastern Time on Friday, October 21st. Hope you guys have a good week so far, and happy Friday to everyone. Respect to Ethereum, it's currently trading at $1,275. That's about 0.6% so far. On the overall crypto market, I would say across the spectrum is relatively flat to, I would say, up and down across the spectrum. The altcoin side of the house is clearly indicating across the spectrum relatively flattish and down as well, while on the equity market you could see that on the index front is also equivalently flat. Nothing really drive up or down. It seems like, with respect to the whole crypto market, it's been quite flat. Opening at a lower level, slightly lower level than yesterday at 1300, but obviously, 1275 is like $25 away. It's not a major big difference, but we know that 1250 is a resistance level, right? And then the subsequent level down will be 1050, subsequent level down will be 750, right? Something to understand, right? And then I'll take a look at the news front. Let me shift my gear a little bit. You can see that across the spectrum, it seems like there's some verbiage here and there, some negative, some positive. Seems like with respect to the 10-year yields, it's 4.312%, which is crazy high. It seems like we just cannot get a break. While that's suppressing, the overall market, right? You could see that with respect to the verbiage that we're seeing across the spectrum on CNBC very prominently. Seems like, with respect to the verbiage saying that 10-year yields climbs to a fresh 14-year high, which is, exactly what we're seeing right now. And with respect to the S&P future, it seems like it's rebounding, or, this is more just like a media affectation to slow rates increase. And Elon Musk himself, I'm assuming this is like one of the recent conference or like a Twitter post or just like verbiage from the management team. I mean, this is not something that is just him, but across a lot of different CEOs and executives in the space, and not just in the operational side of the equation, but also the investing side of the equation. A lot of hedge fund managers are also indicating that recession can be, 6 to 9 months, but Elon Musk, he's saying that spring of 2024, which is 2 years. Wow, I mean, a year and a half technically. So I hope that's not the case. I hope that the Feds will actually, pull their weight up, and resuscitate the market, right? My gut feel is that the technical front, it is showing a near bottom on the equity side, but who knows, right? The Feds can make things a lot more worse than ever, which can be a historical low for us, right? And then take a look at ARK Invest. You can see that the activity is quite normalized. It's not like a huge, amount of sell or buy. I'll say it's quite equivalent, so it's more just like a day trade. And then with respect to BlackRock, it was quite comparable, I would say, across the spectrum. Not majorly buy or majorly sold as of yesterday. So it seems like their allocation is still relatively similar to what we've been expecting so far. So going back to the technical, so again, right, I would say we are flat as a pancake. We've been flat since basically September 22nd, and also till now. So we've been flat for a month so far. But with respect to the elongations of the technical front, you see that we need to kind of cross down before we cross up on a daily. And then on the weekly, is doing something very equivalent, right? You have double head, and also we're getting canceled out right now. So on a monthly, you need to kind of glide down and consolidate eventually. So 1250 is a logical level to sustain and DCA a little bit, but seeing some minimal volatility to a lower level to 1050, to possibility, of reaching to 3 digits, contingent on how negative of a reaction we'll get from the upcoming CPI and the FOMC meeting. In respect to Bitcoin, you can see that we're clearly broken down below the 19,000 mark. On a monthly, same thing. Weekly, still looking bearish, right? You could see that with a double head, just like Ethereum. On the daily, it is quite mixed, right? But it seems like we are just like trying to figure out like where we going right now. We are crossing up and down, up and down, up and down. So daily, it is showing signs that we are not that volatile. But weekly kind of water it down. So I do think that 17,500 lower than 17,000 would be impossibility. And then on the altcoins side of the house, I would say, this is just all, across the spectrum down 1%. Some are a little bit worse than other because of its own micro affectation as well. And then on the SPY front, which is the equity side, we are trying to resuscitate. We are at a critical level of bouncing from 345. And with respect to the weekly, it is bullish. And so also on the daily as well, which is, it's not terrible, but we need to kind of cross down before we cross up. So seeing, some normalization, bouncing from 360 again, and then recuperate from here can be in a logical pattern. So appreciate you for dropping by again. Apologies for not posting yesterday. I was in the early conference yesterday, so I couldn't, try to squeeze into my schedule. I do have a commute that I have to go to the city today, and also just meetings in between. But let me know how it goes. I appreciate you, and have a good day, and take care.